Yo, welcome to Watercooler. Oh, I love those electric guitar mouth licks,
Mm,
right? You like the mouth
right
licks,
in
guys?
tune. Yeah.
We like the
Good
mouth.
mouth licks. Yeah.
All right, so let me, you know how the show goes. All right, Chris Lex on a kick with my Cruel Digital Bud and Matt and Gary and Kalen. Joining me today, we got the whole crew here, all the way from in North Hollywood, California. Mike Dawson.
Yeah. We just put a hot tub in Castle Crust.
You
So
guys are expanding.
yeah, I mean, we're partying up in
We've
here, dude. We rule. We own you. And thank you for your taxes, everybody,
weird.
and everything. And we're real happy here with our pizza and our pot pies.
We've just been putting down tall cans, thinking that there
Yeah.
was a pin put in the game, just
Uh,
waiting for it to continue. So
no,
we didn't realize that you've been expanding. This worries me,
no,
but it's okay
no.
because beer has yeast in the land of the yeast, and then all the way in Orange County, California, we got Gary Smith here.
What's up? What's up?
Hey Gary, and in Austin, Texas, Matt Fondelier.
Hey, brother.
Hi Matt, good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
And in Long Beach, California, Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on, Kalen. Before the mics press record, or before you press record and the mics heated up, we were talking about how you used to come into work wearing your pajamas, and then you defended yourself. You got a little defensive there.
Yeah, sure. I'll defend myself again.
Defend yourself. Why you coming into work wearing pajamas?
Well, that was just my attire. First of all, I was always just wearing basketball shorts and sweatpants, and not a word was ever said about any of it. That's what I would sleep in. That's what I would change into and walk around in throughout the day. I mean, that's just how I live my life.
But
I
they're
just
not
like to be comfortable.
pajamas.
But they were pajamas because I slept in them.
No.
Yes, I slept in those sweatpants.
you would
all
get
the different
out of-
kinds of sweatpants.
You
I
would
still
get
do.
out
I
of
do.
bed
I can
and
show you my
you would-
pants right now. I'm going to go to bed in them. They're sweatpants.
Let's see him.
All right.
No, it's
Oh, God. Oh,
See, look at
put
that.
it away.
Sweatpants.
No,
Look at that. Those are
Except
pretty
they-
now,
tight.
sweatpants.
They are kind of
Categorically,
They are kind of
Kalen.
tight, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Categorically,
Tight.
Kalen, I could say that sweatpants could fall into a category of sleepwear. Basketball shorts can fall into sleepwear. But
And Keelan
pajamas
slept on the job.
are a
Sleepwear
specific thing.
equals pajamas. I'm not
No.
getting this. Yeah.
No.
Sleepwear is
So
pajamas.
now fast forward, Kalen, to when people started calling you out about wearing pajamas to work.
Right.
Was it when you actually wore pajamas
yeah.
to
What
work?
did you say? When did people start taking notice of your work attire?
It was when I wore my Christmas pajama pants into work.
Describe those.
Just
I
pajamas.
think I have
He was
them
going to
here.
wear the whole Christmas onesie, but he only managed to
You
get
have
the
them
pant
within
part
arm's
on.
reach at the end of February.
Nice. Look at that.
See, that's the attire of a man who has given up.
That means it's sitting in a crumble at the foot of the bed that he shares with his live-in girlfriend. Is that right?
It's my little container that I get for all my pajamas.
That
goes right
tells
under the
people
bed.
You do not give a shit. Now,
I never did.
Sweatpants. Okay, well that's true. But now you're just saying it with your clothes, not even your work ethic. It's just your clothes that say that.
As long as the work ethic is
Sweats
there.
you can get away with for what we do, but pajamas is just egregious.
Yeah,
See,
'cause
to me, they're
sweat-
the same thing. They're the
No.
same thing in my mind.
There's something poetic to me about Kalen getting fucking chewed out by the person who got caught taking a nip off his flask in the middle of work.
Yeah.
We have our moments.
To be
But
fair, yeah, Dawson
To
was
be fair,
quite
I
hungover
didn't.
that
I didn't
day.
get caught. I did it right in front of him. I saw that he saw what I was doing.
That's
So-
somehow that's
No,
somehow
that's
more
like-
egregious.
That's not really getting caught. I took a risk and said, you know what? I'm gonna have a fucking shot of whiskey while the show is going because
Or a
that's how
couple.
I feel right now.
Right. But okay, Kalen, the thing about sweats
But
is
I do understand. I do understand the premise though. Of
Yeah.
giving pajama advice.
It's okay. I'll back you, Dawson, because those aren't meant for outside the home, Kalen. They're not.
Well-
Those are inside the home clothes.
See, in
And
my
a
mind,
flask-
there's no difference between the two. The sweatpants and the
flask is-
pajama pants, they're interchangeable. There's no
Yeah.
difference here in my mind.
A flask is built
And I'm
for
sticking with that.
specifically for outside of the home.
So you would go jogging in pajama pants?
Sure.
All right, then I guess you're just an insane person. Like, there's really no reasoning with you. Like, you're crazy.
Kaylin, I think
they're still the same thing to me, and you haven't convinced me otherwise.
As much as I'm on your team here, Kaylin, I think where it starts to unravel is with this question: do you own any sweatpants with Christmas designs on them?
No,
because there's no such thing. By the fact that
there's got to be sweatpants with Christmas designs on them. Yeah, there's definitely.
Au contraire, Gary, as he reaches off camera.
You're in an office, Matt. If you really produce those, that's insanity.
No, I'm still talking about New Year's Eve over here, so don't worry about it.
Yeah,
we're past
I hope it stretches into the Patreon episode as well.
We really are a timeless show. Just it doesn't matter what you listen to us.
This whole conversation started because you guys were saying that that Mr. Adam Carolla was ranting about an employee wearing flip-flops and socks during a rainstorm, or just the very premise of wearing them to work?
Just in general.
What did he have to say about it? Because I'd like to think after a decade of working my goddamn ass off in flip-flops every single day that I have proven that it is possible to be a great worker and wear flip-flops at work.
You have wear pajamas to work.
Or pajamas.
In a nutshell, Chris already said it, but in a nutshell, he said that it just kind of shows that you don't really give a shit about your job.
God, I so disagree with that.
Yeah, I disagree with that too.
No, Matt, see, I think you were the exception to the rule.
I like this.
I think you were the exception to the rule.
He didn't say your name. He just said,
yeah.
I had an assistant. Let's call him Mark Gondolier. And he just came into work not giving an F. That was kind of,
so well, he used an alias then.
Well, I don't know if he was talking about you.
No, I don't think he was.
Yeah,
Mark Gondolier. You don't know if that was me or not.
and he said he wore flip flops every day. I don't. We can speculate. Sure, we can speculate all you want, but we can't know for sure. So, anyway, I don't know. I find the pajamas a little tad more egregious than the flip flops. But but I like the fact that Kaylin doesn't give an F either. So there's something charming about that.
Now here's a question, Kaylin: would you ever wear slippers to work?
Oh, that's a good question. Probably. Yeah,
I don't. Good question.
I don't ever wear slippers. I cannot remember the last time. I mean, I cannot remember the last time. Like the slippers are the over the top ones, right? Specifically,
I wore slippers to work for a long run.
Slippers. These are different things. I can't remember the last time I actually wore slippers.
No, I'm talking about like you wear pajamas. I mean, you wear slippers to work.
Oh no, those kind. No, I wouldn't. Wear
those. Like the fuzzy ones.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't wear those to work.
I wore ghetto slips to work for a couple of years.
I
wore those black slippers, those Ice Cube slippers.
Oh yeah, Dawson
Friday. I wore those for years at work, especially when we did the morning show, because it's like fucking 4 a.m. when I'm there.
Morning show, I think, is forgivable. The afternoon shows that we did, maybe just not as much. And Kaylin, what do your clients at the pond when you're cleaning, when you're wearing your pajamas there?
Yeah. Do you wear your pajamas to clean ponds? That's a good question.
Are they?
If they were waterproof, then I for sure would do that all the time. I would be comfy and waterproof. Someone invent that for me. Thank you.
There has to be waterproof pajamas. Yeah. Kaylin,
I mean, by Kaylin's premise, if he just starts sleeping in a wetsuit, then those are pajamas.
That's true.
Anything can be a pajama. If
this is my sleep scuba gear.
Wow, sleep scuba, Matt. I think you're on to something. Call Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
I don't know what sleep scuba is, but let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah. Waterproof pajamas, sleep scuba gear.
Yeah.
Scuba gear that you sleep in.
Yeah.
That's what Steve Irwin.
I feel like there are many people out there who suffer from sleep apnea that are pretty much already wearing the facial apparatus here. We just got to get some rubber suits on these people. We got ourselves a brand.
I think we take it the other way and we allow people to sleep while they scuba.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Fatalities are going up, and so is the bank account.
Yeah, and when you want to do something adventurous like scuba diving, you don't want to remember a thing, right? You just wake up like, I did it, I guess. Yes. Why stop there? Skydiving? Just go to sleep skydiving. Just to say you did it.
Bungee jumping?
Sleep darts.
All of that. Yeah, just you do it all while sleeping. Conquer your fears. Say you did it. Get the cred. Get the girl.
Get the girl.
You're gonna get the girl.
Get that money.
If you found out that you went bungee jumping, don't say you slept. Just let her know that you jumped off that bridge with a rubber rope attached to your feet, and you survived, and you're here to talk about it, then yeah, that's all she needs to know. She doesn't need to find out that you weren't awake.
And you wore your pajamas.
Yeah, and you were comfortable. Whatever. Who cares? So yeah, not only Mr. Cuban are we coming up with apparel, but also a service. Service to help repopulate the declining
Don't forget about Queso Frisco. It's the best food truck.
Oh, we're gonna incorporate all of our businesses into one thing. Yeah, we're gonna have deals. We're gonna have deals. We're gonna have BOGOs. We're gonna have Groupons. It's all part of it.
Stickers.
So, yeah, we're gonna expand. So I think Mr. Cuban has his work cut out for him. Let's just let me just put it that way. So I went to the forum on Saturday. I watched our boy Joe Coy sell out the forum for the 6th time.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude.
The first comedian to sell out the forum in Inglewood 6 times.
That was a pretty cool plaque they gave him.
Yeah, got a big plaque, got this whole thing. It was crazy. Tiffany Haddish opened, Fluffy opened, and then all the lights turned off, and I'm like, all right, here comes Joe. The lights turn on, Jabberwockies, and they just start doing their freaking thing. And it was incredible. I was like, how do people move like that?
Did they dress like Chewbacca or something?
No, you're
like the guy from Hush. I think
they dress like the guy from Hush. You're thinking of an actual Jabberwocky from the story that resembles a Yeti, which resembles Chewbacca.
Okay. Okay.
You know,
there was something there.
Wasn't there a poem like the Jabberwocky? Yeah, these are the Jabberwockies with a Z, and they pop and lock, like
nice, dude.
Yeah, they pop and lock.
Like they're trying to break into a home. Like popping the locks off while they're trying to torment a deaf woman.
They can get in anywhere if they pop and lock like that. They pop all the locks. All the locks were popped. Yeah, there was no security after they were.
There's no security in this place at all when they're done.
Yeah, it was just chaos after that.
So, I mean, did anybody even laugh by the time Joe came on stage, or was everybody just so completely exhausted from that lineup? Because frankly, I don't want to follow the Jabberwockies.
I couldn't believe it either. It was weird. It was kind of a weird momentum shift, right? Because we were all just cracking up. Fraser Smith opened, and then King Batch, and then Tiffany, then Fluffy, and then the Jabberwockies, and then Joe. So it's like comedy. Sweet, like 10 minutes of just straight badass pop and locking, and then Joe comes out and just destroys anyway. Like,
so
go ahead.
Do they play music? Do they play music or just
they
pop and lock?
They just complete silence. we just hear.
Do they do it too?
You're just.
I don't. What's the draw?
Everyone's quiet.
Tell me what the draw is. Is it the popping and locking, or are they playing music? What do they do?
They dance synchronized. You have to see it.
Don't they have songs?
No.
Aren't they a band?
No,
they're not a band.
No, they're it's a dance crew.
You're thinking of Star Wars again.
I remember like where they got.
Band.
I honestly had no idea. I
know.
Wow. I
Have
thought
you
they
did
were
like?
a band.
Have you ever seen breakdancing?
I saw Breaking 2 and Breaking.
Yeah, they're breaking.
I'm aware. If you're asking if I'm aware of what breakdancing is, yes, I am aware.
They're b-boys.
That's what the Jabberwockies do.
Yeah, straight up breaking, popping.
I had no idea they were just a dance crew. I thought there was some. Okay.
Yeah, it's just
so they dance to music.
No,
the music plays after.
Yeah, dancing. After they're done, they leave, and we listen to songs.
And while you listen to it, you're like, man, I could kind of in my mind line up the dance moves they just did with what I'm hearing right now. I feel like it would be easier if they play the music while they're dancing, but that's just what they do. This is what the Jabberwockies do.
You don't ask questions. Yeah. So it was.
I'm happy I had no idea what Jabberwockies was.
What? Do you not respect the art of dance?
Dude, I express my inner spirit and outward exaltation of the miracles of life through dance every day.
When was the last time you danced?
Every day.
this morning.
I danced every morning.
I
To music?
dancing's
No, you don't need music to dance.
we don't dance to music, Matt. We've been over
It's
that.
not. Wait, what? You think that's a no? There's no music. Yes, I love the majesty of dance.
See, I feel like he's being sarcastic, you guys. I don't know.
No, dude, I'm a fucking Boogie Down Productions. Get down on it.
I've seen you.
Get down on
I've
it.
seen you dance, Dos.
Yeah, dude. I
We've
fucking
danced-
cut
we've
up a
danced at the
rug,
Maverick
dude.
in Santa Ynez.
Yeah.
I've been there. I've seen it. I think I may have to. So I know you dance. I know even
Yeah,
line.
man.
You have to know a line dance, right?
I don't know a line dance, no.
Do you know the electric slide?
I also don't know the junior jockeys line dancing group.
That's my second favorite band, actually.
Yeah. Is that in Star Wars as well?
That's Star Trek.
Oh, that's Star Trek.
Right.
Gets confused
Star
all.
Trek. Star Trek.
The yeah, the electric slide. I can.
Gary looks like Travis Kelce right now.
What does
I'll
that
take
mean?
it. Dating
That's
a
a-
billionaire? That'd be
That's a
awesome.
compliment.
Yeah.
I don't.
Wait, you say
Okay.
Jason or Travis?
He said Travis.
It's
Oh, is it
neither.
Travis. Yeah, it's not anymore. Not anymore.
Galen
It's
argues
over.
the premise altogether. The electric slide. So the last gig I played, this drunk woman just was very persistent on screaming requests at us.
Mm.
And we're not great with requests, I'll be honest. Requests are hard. You got to learn these. Like, I don't want to learn songs so they maybe ask us to play them. What's the point?
And then you're never going to be 1,000% prepared for it. So
And
you're
I'm not
always
gonna
going to
be into it either, like, it's-
underperform.
Yeah, and it's like
You're
I
gonna-
play
yeah,
the songs I
yeah,
like. You're probably gonna
exactly.
request a song I'm not into.
Yeah.
But she was adamant that we play Mustang Sally. Like, do you know
Jesus Christ. How
Mustang
old was
Sally?
she? 60 years old?
She was yeah, she was of advanced age. And
Yeah, dude. Mustang Sally is a song you hear at the Avocado Festival, and
I've
you'll
also
hear
played
it
that.
30 fucking times. Every band plays Mustang Sally, which begs the question, Chris, why don't you guys know Mustang Sally?
Yeah, apparently not every band.
Yeah, I guess not. So we had to turn her down. And she's like, well, just anything. Can you play anything I can do the electric slide to? And
Okay. Yeah.
She
so,
just
yeah.
learned this dance. She
So you
just
played
came-
Biggie, obviously.
I know. Well, I was like, okay, well, hope you can do that to Usher. Because
I mean, can't you do the electric slide to like any song that's in like a 4x4 key
You can do any
signature or
dance
whatever?
to any
Like,
song, except a waltz to a minuet.
you just say 4/4. You don't need the by.
oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but
I was trying
probably.
to sound like I knew what I was talking about.
It was impressive.
Yeah, you failed.
Or no, I was.
I thought, yeah, I was
Yeah.
like all on board. I was like, oh, that sounds right.
Yeah,
that
do you
sounds
know
like a
what that
thing.
is, Galen?
No idea.
See, it's a song that you just count. You count 4 2. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4.
Wait, hold on. Let me write this one down. What was it?
Yeah.
It's 1, 2.
2
Three.
Okay.
3.
3.
Did you get 3?
Oh, let me change the page.
Yeah. And then 4.
Yes, 4.
And then 1.
And then yeah, you go back to the 1. So yeah, we really disappointed her.
Mm.
You know, I don't know if I'm too picky about this, but I refuse to play Sweet Caroline live.
Good. Because everyone who sings along butchers it. I hate the dun dun good time, so good. That part I hate. I don't mind all the rest of the singing to it, but when people yell so good, I want to so slap them in the face and say that's so not part of the song and you're so fucking it up.
Where
and
did that
so
come
shut
from?
up.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Fucking
Drunk
I
people.
blame Bald Brian and USC. I don't know.
Paul
I think it probably had it's
Love
happened
how
at
you
a
call
college
Brian.
football game. It's got to be a college football thing. It's got to be a college football thing.
I think it's maybe a sports crowd thing. When did Fenway start doing it? Is that more recent? I don't know. Don't.
I'm sure it started in college football.
So let me get this straight. You guys don't like playing songs that people like.
enjoy. Yeah.
Right.
That's what I'm getting.
Correct.
That is.
You want to dance to
Correct.
this song? Well, we're not going to fucking play that.
Yeah.
But you're singing
What
along?
did
Fuck
you
you.
wanna hear?
We're going to play something you don't know any of the words to.
Yeah.
That's what
I'm sorry. Could you say that again? We're keeping a list of what we're never going to play.
Yeah.
The more requests, the more obscure I get.
Yeah.
That's what I respond with. No, I remember one time a lady came up to me. I was in acoustic. I was just playing solo acoustic, and the way I
Yeah.
usually do that is I kind of ease into it. So I'll play like softer stuff
Sure.
at the top, and then kind of
Light rock, less talk.
It picks up as it goes. So it's so just ease them into it. I don't want to shock people. I want to ease into.
Sure.
Yeah, don't want to startle anybody. And during the slower part of the set, this lady comes up and she's just like, "You're making me sad."
Did you play a song to cheer her up?
Can you please play something peppier? This is some sad shit you're playing. And she's drunk. Can you please play something peppier?
Oh,
And
get out of
Please
there,
tell me you
lady.
doubled down on something
Yeah,
even more sad.
please. Yep.
I honestly was ready to do Tears in Heaven next.
Oh, that would have been great.
Like,
Oh, that would have been so good.
but that was actually it was more recent. It was because Benny was at this show, and I didn't want to play it in front of Benny because then I would have started crying. Like if I would have played that song, baby Benny's just watching me play the song that Eric Clapton wrote about his son who passed away. So I avoided it, and then the woman's husband came and tipped me very handsomely because he was so embarrassed about his drunk wife. It worked out that I didn't double.
There you go.
I think because had I done
Good
that, he
job.
probably would have gotten defensive. Megan, don't do that.
Yeah, this may sound counterintuitive, but audience members at bars often make the mistake that the band is there for their enjoyment, and they're not. The band is playing on stage because that's where the band wants to be.
Right. The only time that I was upset that I didn't know, and by the way, Tennessee Whiskey is the #1 request I get every time. Can you just play Tennessee Whiskey? The only request that I was really bummed I didn't know was Thunderstruck, because I think I would like this group of people came like, can you please play Thunderstruck? And I really think that would have got the party started had I do that, but I regret that. So it's raining right now. Matt, how's the weather?
Not out here, baby. Fucking 78 degrees and sunny. Just walked around the backyard with my dogs a little earlier today. It was beautiful out.
Just sunny at 9 o'clock at night.
No, earlier today. What I'm saying. Yeah.
So
but honestly, the sun went down like maybe an hour ago because we're already starting to get that late light. That's what I wanted to say.
Late. You guys hear that?
Yeah, whatever. Shut up. Shut up, Richard.
So now that it's raining, I find myself looking for an umbrella, and I realize I don't think I have an umbrella.
Well, you can stand under my umbrella.
Oh, Jay-Z version?
Is there any other?
Is there? I don't know. Jay-Z's in
I love that song, dude.
It's good. It's
That
good.
song's fucking.
Catchy.
That
Can you
song-
play that? Can you play that? That's my request. Play that song.
I actually had to play that. My
Oh,
band
no,
had to
play
play
that,
that
yeah.
song at a pool party this summer.
Really?
Yeah, like it was some kind of party where all the bands that are playing, they pick a theme, and then they pick songs that have to do with that theme. And I think the theme was rain, actually, and I think that's why.
Was it just weather? Doing weather.
It might have been
Thundershower.
weather.
Weather overall.
I don't remember, but we got randomly assigned Rihanna's Umbrella, and I had to sing that shit, and we played the best cover of the day, and we butchered the fuck out of it, dude. Rainan did the Jay-Z part on the drums. Yeah, he did that stuff, and then basically we got through one verse, and then we did chorus until people got tired of it, and everybody fucking loved it.
Kalen.
Nah, we did a couple verses, but whatever.
Kalen, what's your favorite song about weather?
I don't know. Trying to think of like sunshine something, but I don't know.
Sunshine Lollipop.
Sunshine.
All right, well, think about it.
Yeah,
back
I'll
to
think
us.
about it. Yeah.
Plenty of them.
We'll let you know when we start recording the podcast. You
I
come
like-
back.
I like that it's about sunshine. The kid's like, it's definitely gonna be a song about
Yeah.
sunshine, you guys.
I was honestly trying to think of other songs about rain when Dawson was going. I was like, I can't even think of any songs about it raining either.
yeah, you know,
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Raining Man.
there's no purple
Rain.
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 Purple rain.
Rain.
Okay, so we have umbrellas, and I don't think I have it. I always just put the hoodie on, and I just run to the car, and I just get wet.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of been my mode for probably the last couple decades.
I recently became a man and stopped doing that very thing that you're talking about, because I had the exact same thought too. I finally opened up an umbrella for the first time in what must have been a decade, and my immediate thought was, what have I been doing with my life for 10 years? This is so much better.
Yeah, it's just because it's a wet accessory they have to put, and you lay it by the front door of wherever you're going to.
It's just something extra to fucking hang on to, dude. Just get a little wet. Unless you're at a funeral or a wedding and you got a suit, or you work in a really nice office building, you can't get fucking wet because you got to wear a wetsuit all fucking day or whatever.
A wetsuit.
Or you're,
I think
or
you
you're
guys
wearing your pajamas to work and you don't want to get those wet.
You're also just sort of thinking about your own work experiences. Like, I now have to park about a half mile from where my office is, and it's all
Oh
outside.
shit.
So
That's
it's like,
you got an umbrella.
you can't do the hoodie thing anymore. So yeah,
Yeah.
I recently had to re-up my umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense if you have to walk. But yeah, we're just going from car to inside, and it's about a 5-second hit of the rain. Then that makes sense. But the umbrella is a symbol of that society is okay, because everyone just leaves their umbrellas at the front and just trust that everybody is just gonna not take them. Like, people aren't gonna take your umbrella, and you're just gonna come back. You're just only gonna take yours when you leave the honor system.
There's a great Seinfeld bit about that, where they discover that George thought that those are just communal umbrellas, and he was just constantly taking them as he leaves.
And the same thing with strollers too. Like when I went to Disneyland, they had stroller parking, because you park the stroller and then go on to It's a Small World or whatever, and you park a stroller, and there are hundreds of strollers. Go ahead, Gary.
How do you know?
No.
What is it? Why are you laughing? I don't
No,
understand.
I resisted. It's all good.
Not your face didn't. What's going on?
You know, I can only do so much.
Okay. So you leave your stroller, and then nobody takes it, and it's wonderful. All right, you guys want to do some comments?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Now it's time for listener
All right, and these are all comments found on our Facebook group. Please join the Facebook group. It's my favorite place on the internet. All you have to do is go to facebook.com/groups/Boy Army Worldwide LLC. Answer a few questions, and we might let you in. Just prove to us that you're not an AI bot. Speaking of AI, Jeffrey Lee says Chris brought up DJ X on Spotify and said the AI voice sounded like a black guy. Well, way back in the day, SoCal Radio 94 to 02, there was 92.3 The Beat, and the popular afternoon DJ Theo. Everyone thought he was black. Turns out he was Japanese. Yeah, I've heard of Asian guys that kind of have that sound as well. That makes sense. But yeah, I don't remember. I never listened to The Beat.
There's
SoCal.
There's usually nothing more disappointing than seeing what a DJ looks like.
That happens to me.
They're like, man,
people
they
are
sound
always
so fucking cool, and then you finally see what that person looks like, and you're like, oh shit, man. I mean, I listen to radio. We were raised on the radio. We weren't allowed to watch TV during the day. We had to do chores or fucking play outside. But if we were inside doing chores, the radio's on, and we're listening to the fucking DJs. And then I remember the first time I saw this DJ, the dude's name was John Grappone. John Grappone hosted afternoons on KRQR, the rocker. And when I saw John Grappone, I was like, wow, dude, you're a dork. It's serious disappointment.
What do people say to you, Doc, when they hear you?
People are surprised. People are automatically usually surprised because I sound older and fatter, is what I'm told. So yeah, it works out good for me. But then after they talk to me for a minute, they're like, "Oh no, dude, you look exactly
fits.
like your voice."
It fits. Okay. Well,
I
Yeah.
think it would be better off to have people say, "Wow, your voice makes you sound older and fatter," as opposed to when they look at you and you go, "You're a lot older and fatter than I thought you would be."
right.
You know, I think you actually got the right side of the.
That's
the
what I
coin
mean.
on that
Yeah,
one,
no,
yeah.
it works out well for me. You know, I
Chris,
never
what do you
get.
what do you get when that happens to you? What do people say?
I guess they some people expect me to be more Asian just based off of how Adam describes me. Yeah, I've gotten that. I've gotten that I sound a lot whiter than I am. So it's either I'm not Asian enough or
Or you're way too Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I get the most. But I mean, there hasn't really been as much surprise now because of like social media and YouTube and all that stuff. But back in the day, it was always like, oh, you look nothing like you sound like. And I never really knew how to take that.
I used to get that too all the
Yeah.
time in the early days for sure.
But
Now people just think you look like Travis Kelce.
yeah.
Or Jason
Or
Kelce.
Jason. Yeah. One of the Kelsey brothers. Caitlin, how's that podcast with your dad going?
It's going very good. We had Doug Stanhope come in on Friday and they recorded an episode. It's like almost an hour and a half and it was fucking awesome. It was really
Hey,
awesome.
You've been producing Mark Wahlberg's podcast and he's now adopted you to become his son.
Dude, I got a new name for you, dude. A new name for the pod.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I know where you're going, Chris.
Human beings.
I like that. I like
That's a
that.
little too
So-
philosophical, maybe, for what we're
Oh,
going
I
to be
like
talking about.
philosophical.
But yeah.
So wait, is it you and your dad interviewing people?
No, it's my dad, and then one of his good friends that he's known for decades is kind of on Zoom, and he's got a lot of like film knowledge, and so it's mostly my dad talking.
James
And then,
Cameron.
yeah, right. No, his name is Jim though. And then so he will chime in, but it didn't...
Jim Flammeren. And he's not who you think he is.
He's friends with Mark Gondolier. I heard.
Yeah, he loves scuba diving.
And flip flops.
I'm on mic, but I don't think I'm going to talk very much.
Well, we'll see. That's what.
So not that different from this show.
Yeah, that's what you promised that with this show, Caitlin, and
I'm
that changed a ton. So Philip Anderson in the Facebook group, he says he has an idea for what your podcast name should be. But I think everyone thought that it would be you and your dad. So there's no
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I enjoyed reading all the different titles in the Facebook group, but go ahead.
So Philip Anderson says it should be called Beanstalk. Like
That's good.
Beanstalk, Beanstalk.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that. Good job, Philip.
Oh, beanstalk. I get it.
Yeah, like Jack and the Giant.
That's good now, yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
that's the story.
yeah.
Jack and the Giant
The one.
Beanstalk. Are there regular sized beanstalks? In my head, they're only giant ones.
There's
regular
only
sized
3 giant
beanstalks.
ones in the world.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
The popular one, Eric Lepore and Stephen Conrad both suggested this one. This might be my favorite. 2 beans in a pod.
It's not bad.
It has everything.
Yeah, that's
Good.
pretty good.
It has beans, has pod. 2.
Isn't the expression 2 peas in a pod?
Yeah, but they're beans.
You know what, Matt? You're kind of right. You are right. You're 100% right. And I think it just took a little juice out of Eric Lepore's suggestion.
I'm sorry.
It was my favorite, Eric. So
I'll tell you my favorite one.
I
that
still think
read.
human beings. I win.
Not bad. I liked someone threw it out there. Been there, done that.
That's
That
That
good.
was, yeah, I thought that
That's
was pretty
good. That's good.
being there,
like
done
that one.
that. Okay, that one's
Yeah.
good too. So all
Yeah.
right, well, Caitlin, write these down in case you start another show.
No, I've already figured out the title. I got it.
What is it?
I'm not going to say it yet, but I got the
sign an
perfect.
NDA.
I have the perfect title. I nailed it. So
Nice.
Yeah. Well, Jim, a bottle of Jim Beans. Jim, I don't know. I'm thinking because there's a guy named Jim now in the picture. It's ruining my vision here.
Jim and Bean. Yeah, no.
So Lee Philip Berg, he just put up a poll. It says I have thoughts, and it looks like they're just snacks: butter with popcorn, chips and salsa, chips and queso, hookers and blow,
Really?
What the fuck?
chips and block.
that took a turn.
Yeah,
That's
chips and guac. But
It's just
What-
trying to rate best snacks, although 3 of them are related with chips.
yeah. What is
chips
he?
and
What I
salsa.
don't.
Chips and salsa 1, chips and queso is 2nd. You know, it's a weird group. We don't have to make too much sense. I
Yeah,
guess.
but I mean that's first of all that's insane that chips and queso rule, and hookers and blow. I mean, it's no contest
Why?
because it's hookers and it's blow.
Which is better?
I think the best part is how seriously you're taking what I'm saying. I think that's the best part.
I just want you to elaborate. Okay, so Dan Churchman says 4 days until F1 is back. 24 races this year, more than ever. I might get in F1 this year. I'm seriously considering it.
Should.
Yeah, I mean, I just will binge Drive to Survive and then just jump.
Didn't they cancel that show?
No, there's a new season that comes out next week.
And a new season in full swing. Oh,
Is that coming out next week?
I think in March, like first week of March or something.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think the log line was
I'm
like
too busy. I watch NASCAR, and that takes the race time. I don't have any time for any other racing.
Why do you watch NASCAR?
I enjoy NASCAR for the wrecks.
How often are there wrecks? And are they ever like, are they big ones often, or are they just kind of like bumps?
Oh wait, for car crashes? Or
Yeah, well, Daytona ran this weekend, and Daytona is a fast track. Like you can fucking
yeah, that's
get
right.
it going. And they canceled it on Sunday because of rain, so they reran it fucking yesterday, starting at 1:00. I got home just in time to watch the last 50 laps of Daytona 500. And sure enough, on the fucking like 8th lap, 8 to go, they're fucking 5 wide. Everybody's fucking crammed in, going at fucking top speed. Sure enough, you see a little jiggle. One guy starts to get out, and now where do those fucking dominoes fall? And who's gonna fucking make it through and reach the finish line?
Well, I remember I was watching the Dynaco 400.
It's fucking exciting.
Yeah.
Like
Remember the
I and I only like the oval tracks. I don't like
Yeah.
the road courses.
That's NASCAR. You got to get the oval tracks. I'm talking about the Dynaco 400, the Piston Cup, when like Chick Hicks, he cut off Strip Weathers, and it's like one of the biggest wrecks, and then kind of 3-way tie with Lightning McQueen.
Classic moment. I'll never forget it.
How do you remember all those names?
Freaking crazy.
Because
He was just at Disneyland.
He's watching it. Dawson, have you watched the Drive to Survive Netflix or NASCAR version?
No, I haven't.
You should check it out. If you like NASCAR, it's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
And by the way, Gary, the log line for Full Swing is get ready for more TEE.
That's
But
perfect.
I
That's
love it.
perfect.
I love it.
I just love that the cameras were rolling on that show when the Live merger got announced. It's
That-
gonna be,
And the Ryder Cup.
yeah.
I think it's gonna be a 2-episode Ryder Cup. So Matthew Catalan says, Chris, I hate to tell you that drink experience already exists, and it's awesome.
About what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
The omakase drink experience, but it's in Tokyo. But he posted some pictures, and it does look pretty incredible. Matt, you're gonna love the pictures he posted. They very high end, very high end.
Was it just different sakes, or was it actually different types of booze? Like
No, it's cocktails.
No, cocktails. Yeah, and they look good. They look good.
Oh yeah.
He definitely either he loves Empress or he scoffs at it because it's too low class. Michael Porter says we all seem to have little idiosyncrasies that we deal with. Mine has to be my battles with the egg carton. I like my eggs organized in the egg carton. What say you guys? And he posted.
What's the alternative?
Disorganized eggs in the
If
carton.
you have like eggs, some eggs at one end, some eggs at the other, it's like they're kind of scattered.
Oh, like
have
blank
them
space.
all.
Oh, I
I
see.
don't know.
have
This
them all
guy sounds
covered.
pretty eccentric.
He does. He,
that level of obsessive compulsive disorder has gratefully passed way over me.
well, look at this.
Sometimes I go from each side. I go where I open it where it's easiest to get an egg.
Well, this guy, he takes both ends first. Looks like he goes from the outside in,
Yeah.
and he
Well,
keeps.
he
I'm
could
guessing
also
keeps it
be
balanced.
resetting this. Maybe somebody else made some eggs and he just opened it up and saw, man, I need to put this in a symmetrical area
Yeah, he goes. It is
or a
it is
symmetrical
balanced.
layout.
I like that he keeps it
Yeah.
balanced. You can you can put that egg carton on your finger, and be able to walk around with it. Yeah, I usually just go from like one end to the other, so
Yeah.
it'll definitely be top heavy by the time I'm done with like 4 eggs.
I do the same thing, Chris.
Yeah.
So do I. I think that's
Okay.
what
Agreed.
most people do.
Oh,
This
good.
I
guy-
get
wait, this
Costco
guy's-
eggs, so I get a rack of fucking 20 or 50 eggs. You know, it comes in a big square and
Sure.
it's all in plastic. So I just fucking grab them. But usually it's, you know, along a line. Yeah. But I would like to know if he actually resettled those eggs or he drew the eggs out that way, because his wife could have made the kids breakfast that morning. And then he went in for an egg later and was like, what the fuck is this? Fucking these eggs need to be symmetrical. Cindy! And then all hell broke loose in that house.
I think
Daddy
he's getting a
didn't have
divorce
good
now,
day.
actually.
Yeah, probably. So let's see.
All right. Yeah. So, do you
We
guys?
need an update.
And I like that he gets the big
The 18 count.
the 18 count.
That's the move. Yeah.
I've been getting dozen eggs, and looking at that, that's like
Yeah.
that's a mega amount of eggs. But I dig it.
I'm always tasked when I do the grocery shopping to find the carton of egg that has, like, I guess it's whatever would be the healthiest of the eggs. So there's no way I'm getting one of those like 15 or 20 packs. It's got to be fucking, you know, pasture raised, no hormones, soy free, fucking just wild. I never realized there was that much of a variety in eggs.
I'll say I actually changed up my egg habits recently because I do eat a lot of eggs. And I got like extra large eggs at the store like a few months ago, and I pulled one out and it was so fucking giant. I was like, I don't think eggs are supposed to be this big.
Really?
And I made the decision to switch to the, you know, they're called happy eggs. They're the free range, you know, and
They come in like the styrofoam. Or is it plastic or styrofoam
no, it's still just a carton.
egg carton?
But it is very hard to find the 18 count in that. But I will say, I think they taste much better. I'm not going back. I think they're a different color. The eggs are a different color. The yolk comes out. I mean, the yolk is pretty similar, but that one's a different color, and it just tastes better. I would recommend everybody go with the free range over the however the fuck they got those
I'll try.
giant eggs.
I
Try
just
it.
don't want to love. I
Report
don't
back.
want to love that because then I'm gonna be a snob about it. I'm gonna be picky.
My brother has chickens, man. My brother has fucking chickens.
I heard that's
so
the
he
way
eats
to
fucking
go.
eggs all the time. And their eggs do come out bigger than the store. But, you know, he's got a family and
What
shit, and
color
people
are the
feed
eggs?
The chickens. Like it's not really viable for most of us to have chickens.
What color are the eggs? Because I've
You know
heard
what?
that-
I never asked that question. I think they sent me pictures of them and they're not white.
Exactly.
know,
Yeah. The white, I don't know exactly how or if it's right, but
yellow tint, right?
they're more brown.
Or
Like
brown.
yeah,
Well,
I think
it's a brownish tint, but it can be.
I think eggs are
pretty
supposed to be
light.
that color, not giant white fucking eggs.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what you got to try are the green eggs with ham.
Right. That's a real.
I've been reading
it's
a lot of Dr. Seuss to my girls lately, and I just did not know the magic of Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
I started reading them. Fox in Socks is like one of my favorite books ever. It is so fucking fun.
So ironic for somebody who never had matching socks.
It's so fun to read Dr. Seuss books to my kids.
I tried reading a Dr. Seuss book. I think it might have been Cat in the Hat to my kid, and I couldn't believe how long it was. So I was like, "Geez,
yeah, they're long.
I'm gonna sit here forever reading this. This is insane."
I can't go back to the crappy other books now. Though now I just want to read Dr. Seuss ones, and I'm angry when they pick some piece of shit that is over in like 5 pages.
Where's the plot development? Damn it!
That Jimmy Fallon book, the one he put out, it is the worst children's book I have ever. I get so angry.
Right?
No, Fallon.
Mama, Dada.
Kimmel's is pretty good. I like Kimmel's. That one's fun. Fallon's sucks.
Yeah, I like Kimmel's too. I didn't know Fallon had done one.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
don't get it.
It's like it's like I have them. They're like 3 of them, and yeah, they don't. There's really nothing to them. Andrew. Oh, and by the way,
Which is better, that or the Jabberwockies?
in what way?
You have to pick one. You can only have one for the rest of
between
your
the ones you
life.
said were terrible,
Which is it?
I would pick Dr. Seuss if I could only have one between Dr. Seuss and the Jabberwockies. I would pick Dr.
I
Seuss.
disagree.
All right. You've made your choice.
With the Jabberwockies all day.
No more Jabberwockies.
I heard if you have ducks, Kalen, duck eggs are even better.
I want to just try duck too. I don't think I've ever tried duck, and every time I hear like duck guy's name and you're reading some post from, I'm like, fuck, I want some duck. And,
Duck is
How
like
do you
the
want something you haven't
avian.
had? Like you're craving something you haven't had. That's interesting.
Duck
yeah,
is the avian
I like
lamb.
to try new foods.
Okay.
I get excited for the most part. And
I recently tried a new food that Kaylin suggested. It was delicious.
Is this that mystery burrito?
Yep. I walked halfway across downtown for this thing, and I would say Kalen's assessment that he gave to me before I got it was dead on. It is way overpriced, it is too small, and it is fucking delicious, and I'll definitely keep getting it.
yeah.
That's how they get you. And then our last comment is Andrea Owen Wilson.
Wow.
She says
Wow.
AITA, all caps, which is short for "Am I the a-hole?" Right?
Yep.
For
Always one of the best starts to a red post. I love it.
You like
I love those ones.
like that and
Yeah.
freak
I
out.
like best of Redditor updates. So they'll put it like, "Am I the asshole?" and then they'll give the follow up like a few months later. I like those stories. That's a good Reddit forum right there. I think half of them are fake anyway, but I still read them.
Well, maybe I wish this one was fake. But Andrea says, "Am I the a-hole for not liking Loxy singing over the show's intro?" Hashtag no hate. Hashtag respect all hosts. And look, Andrea.
The answer is yes.
You're not. You're
I
not.
think
You
the
don't
answer is
have
no.
to.
YTA.
Would you prefer I sang Mustang Sally?
Probably. She wants to slide. She
Do you
wants to
want-
do the electric
Do you want
slide.
to do the
bro.
bop bop bahs over Sweet Caroline?
Yeah.
No, you're not. You don't have to like it, but I'm not gonna stop doing it. So sorry. You just have to, remove your AirPods for a little bit. I'm trying to bring up the energy here. I'm trying to get the show going.
Maybe use
That's
that
how he
time to
does
suck
it.
on your
That's-
AirPods
yeah.
to clean them.
Oh yeah, maybe you're not hearing it right because there's too much wax buildup on your AirPods, and you need to clean them. And the best way to do that is to suck out the base port. All right. So anyway, those are our comments, everybody. Thank you so much for writing. We appreciate it. We love you. And we appreciate you being a part of the show. All right. That will do it for today's episode of Watercooler. Why don't we go around the horn and get our plugs in, and then we'll get ready to do some Patreon later. So I'll start with Dawson. Dawson, what do you suggest we check out?
First of all, if anyone is looking for a microphone or a birthday cocktail party bumper, I'm available and for hire. Got to make some quick money. I can always use the extra work. And if you're really looking for a microphone, I need to start unloading some of the ones I have. So hit me up.
Are you really doing microphones, or is this your coy way of trying to sell weed to our listeners?
Yeah, no, fuck, at this point, if I had weed to sell, I probably would. No, I just got to get back in a more comfortable financial position. So I gotta part with some, and I got way too much stuff. It's been a long time coming. So I'd like to slowly start unloading microphones. If you're in need of one, contact me.
All right.
I'll tell you what I got.
And
watch season 2 of Reacher. Go back and watch season 1 again first of Reacher on Amazon, because I can get BMI money. If you watch Reacher season 1.
Yeah.
But I binged Reacher season 2 while I was sick last week, and fuck, dude, that was one of the greatest series I have seen in a long fucking time. That Reacher dude is badass and funny as shit. And he's got these throwaway fucking one-liners that you can't help but just fucking start laughing so hard right away.
I
think they're petitioning him, or there's online wants him to be the new Batman in like the new DC
Interesting.
universe.
Batman, get the F out.
Well,
Interesting.
it's not
Got
like
a new
Robert
Batman.
Pattinson is not gonna be. I don't think that
He'd
Batman
be
is in the
better than-
new DC thing. So
yeah.
Robert
would be a good
Pattinson's
Batman.
Not going to be Batman.
He would be a
forever,
good
'cause Gotham
Batman.
already did that.
And yeah, our friend Nick Santora.
Yeah, gotta support him.
This is his, like, he's a fucking creator now, and he's
He's the showrunner.
basically they're gonna. I guess this is based on, each season is based on one book, and I don't know how many books there are, but here we go. Like,
There's a
I'm
lot.
fucking stoked. I'm loving the show. Check it out.
All right, we'll do. And all right, Gary, what do you suggest we check out for your plugs?
Subscribe to the Reasonable Doubt YouTube, youtube.com/Reasonable Doubt podcast, and check it out anywhere you get podcasts.
Boom. Yeah, I saw some. I think it was it Mike Nilsson sporting his hoodie.
Yeah, he's one of a few people who have gotten them sent out in the
Oh.
world now, so they're around. I showed
Oh,
up at
less
work
rare,
today.
Mike. All right, buddy.
Yeah, you'll get yours. Calm down.
They look good. They look really good. And then Matt, what about you?
You should check out patreon.com/watercooler. You can hear tons of great content from us, including this week we're going to be taping the next movie Club of WC. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's only on Netflix for another week, so watch that movie while you still can for free. And you know, get an umbrella. Just do it. Not that much.
You want like the big one, the tall one with the hook, the short
If it can double as a cane, bonus points. But I understand that, you know, the little snappy ones are just fine. But me
The cane
personally,
ones
I
are
want
pretty
like, you know, like old school Batman Penguin style. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's right. That's what I like.
I will say, if you're in the market for the compact one, I got one off Amazon that I was shocked that the brand was Gorilla Glue, and it's really nice.
I would trust Gorilla Glue's umbrella.
That was exactly what I thought, and it showed up, and I looked at it, and I kind of put it through its paces, and it didn't disappoint. It was very reasonable, like $20.
I don't know why I trust Gorilla Glue's umbrella. Maybe just that's weird.
I don't either, but I saw that brand, and I was like, hey, there's a brand that I trust, and I don't know why they're making umbrellas, but count me in.
Yeah. All right. Interesting. I will actually look at that. And then Kaylin, what about you?
So as you know, I've been into a lot of kung fu Asian shit lately, and I don't know if I've talked about it before, but there's this series that I think it was on Stars, then HBO bought it. Now it's on Netflix. It's called Warrior. And if you like Asian kung fu fighting and just violence, there's swords in it too. It kicks ass. And it stars this guy named Joe Taslim, who's fucking awesome. He's like one of the best kung fu actors right now. He's in like The Raid. He was in Fast and Furious 6, by the way, Gary. So you might know him. The Night Comes for Us was a great one. He played Sub-Zero in the new Mortal Kombat.
Sick.
It's a fucking awesome show. I'm like going through season 2 right now, and it's fun. It's very
Salem, are you excited for the new FX show that's coming out?
it's called Shogun.
It's called Shogun.
Yeah, I can't wait for that.
I am very excited for that.
We're like a month away from Kaylin taping this podcast in a kimono and a fucking headband, right? I mean, it's really only a matter of time.
Yeah,
We're very close. We're digging.
not trying to get canceled. All right.
Well, if you sleep in the kimono, then it's fine.
Sleep
And they're just
kimono.
pajamas. Yeah.
Is okay, couple questions. Is the Fast 6, is that the scene where he's beating up Tyrese and Luda, or is that the guy?
So
The Asian
I don't know, because I don't even know if I've
Okay.
seen Fast and Furious 6, but his character's name is Ja.
Okay,
So
Ah,
Ja.
but it's not Ja
whatever
Rule.
that is.
And then do the sword scenes, is there like cutting?
It's a lot of arms and legs are getting broken like left and right. Yeah, this is not a Chris friendly show.
Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
let's partake.
It's very violent at times.
And yes, Chris, he is the character who's beating up Luda, and
Dude, oh, that was a 6 scene.
He fucking
Tyrese.
rules. Yeah.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah.
All right, and then for me, if anybody needs a microphone, I have a ton of microphones, and but so if anybody needs a microphone, just let me know. Let me know. I have no problem undercutting the competition.
That's awesome.
I watched Fargo season 1. I finished it, and I still recommend it. It was very good. You betcha.
Oh yeah.
And and my band's playing in Long Beach at Tantalum in Long Beach March 9th, and then at Perks.
Just don't request any songs if you're gonna see him play.
Don't request it. Please don't request any songs. Just let us do our thing. All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Watercooler. We'll be back for Patreon later this week. We love you. Goodbye. Thank you so much.